All right, beloveds, here we are today for our collective reading. Let's just go ahead and tune into spirit. I'm going to ask that this message finds those that need it. That this message will find those who are looking for the clarification that it will bring. I open myself up to be a transmitter for the divine, to bring through loving communications that are designed for the highest good, ascension, growth, and expansion of the collective. I declare that this message is going to act as that aha moment that our viewers are seeking, looking for, and needing for their current situation to help them move in the right direction. All right, I want to clear the space, connect with the cards. I'm utilizing some light language. Okay, let's dig in. I was guided to pull out this deck. This is the Psychic Tarot. I want to get a feeling of like what and who we're dealing with today. So I had a feeling that this was going to give us more clarity with that. And then we're gonna kind of clarify a little bit more with the Island Time Love Oracles, see what's going on. Okay, a lot of reverse energy. So we have reversed prosperity begins, triumph. I mean, this isn't terrible. It's just reversing that it's on its way. And I say that, and then I get the waiting game. Isn't that funny? Okay, so some shifts are coming. I'm not mad about this. This sounds honestly pretty nice. So let's see if I can use a different tarot deck today. All right, tell me more about these. So prosperity begins. So this is on its way. Triumph is on its way, but we're kind of playing the waiting game. So prosperity is not always just about money, right? It's going to be about having, what I'm getting is like a bountiful like crop. Okay. What I'm seeing is like reaping of a harvest. So this could be something that you've been really looking for, you've been seeking, you've been wanting to find. It could be business, it could be job, career, it could be relationship. So there we go. I wanted clarity on that, and prosperity begins. I got wedding rings. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that clarity. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Okay, so looks like we're kind of waiting for this to come in. So I got the golden mirror here with triumph. So something, gosh, this was the same kind of energy yesterday. Something that is kind of blocking and slowing this down is the dealings with someone who is possibly narcissistic, peacock archetype, possibly snake archetype, but the peacocks are definitely the ones that are labeled the most often. Okay, interesting. All right, so the Grim Reaper for the waiting game. All right, so it's almost like what I'm getting is that even though the relationship is with this like narcissistic, toxic person that just needs to just figure themselves out. Even though that's over, it's like, because this is saying the relationship's over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. So there's a little bit of hesitancy here is what I'm getting. A little bit of energetic blockage here from whoever we've been dealing with that's had this kind of narcissistic, self-absorbed, one-sided relationship. So whoever this was, there's this, we're kind of hung up on that. Maybe we're finding that we're still kind of replaying old conversations, old dialogues that, or like things that we should have said. Maybe as we're coming through this and kind of getting on the other side of it, we're starting to see more clearly as to how toxic they truly were. But we didn't see it then because we were kind of caught up in it. It's kind of like being in a storm, like in the middle of it. It's really hard to see what's really going on. But when you get that outer perspective and you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh, what a, you know what show. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from that. So there's just like some residual energy left in the field that is sending mixed signals, that's blocking, sorry, I'm translating, that's blocking like the receptivity. So it's like still, because there's some of that residual, like playing it out, the anger, the frustration, the resentment, because some of that's still like lingering in the energetic field. It's kind of blocking this prosperity begins and the triumph. So funny. I go to put these back and I notice the bottom card here too is camera. Okay. So this one's about, reminiscing, right? Like thinking about old things, like some nostalgia. So kind of replaying some of this stuff. Okay. So this is kind of where we're starting, with this. All right. So that gives me some guidance. So let's see, let's bring out the traditional tarot. I'm using a different deck today. They're not as slick, but I don't know. I was just guided to use these ones. They have like little descriptions at the bottom, which I think is cute. I have my own interpretations. I do tarot mostly intuitively after learning kind of the basic descriptions of the cards, but I don't know. I always feel like these kind of add a little extra flair. So let's see what's going on. Oh, that one. Let's see what's going on here. So 8 of Cups reversed. Yeah, so this is like that ending, knowing that situation is over. There might still be a little bit of a residual, like kind of wishing, kind of hoping that it didn't have to be that way. So a little bit of struggle, what I'm feeling from this is like moving on, like a little bit of struggle moving on. It's like, we know that it's not good. We know that it's not for us. We know that it's not working. We know that it's not what we want, but there's still that part that wishes it would have been, or wishes they would like pop up, you know, and be like, I am changed. But even though we know if they did that, we would know that they're not changed. You know what I mean? So there's this like energy of, you know, I just wish, I wish that they would be this. I wish they could be this. But we know that that's just not the case. So a little bit of just resistance here. I'm getting like friction. What I'm seeing is a little bit of like friction, almost like something being dragged on the road. So it's like there's movement forward, but there's a little bit of resistance. Okay. A little bit of that resistance as we're trying to make that forward motion. All right. Is anybody resonating with this? Is this saying like, yeah, I get this. I feel this. Second card is the 3 of Pentacles. So this has a lot to do with like, the word co-working just came through, but like collaboration. Okay. Like working together, creating something together. So this is kind of telling me I've got 8 of Cups reversed, 3 of Pentacles, and then 9 of Cups. So with this 8 of Cups reversed, it's saying like, we know that this isn't going to be what we hoped it would be. Like, it's this 8 of Cups reversed. It's like, nope, but we had wanted it to be something together, and we wanted it to be that wish fulfillment. But we've just come to see it's just not. It's not. And, you know, let's honor that for a moment. Let's honor that. That's discouraging, right? That's hard. That sucks. It sucks when you think that you found what you want, you found what you're looking for, you found your heart's desire, and then it turns out to be not it, right? Like, that's hurtful and sucks a lot. So let's, you know, honor that and go ahead and say, yep, I will validate you. Let's validate ourselves. And like, yeah, it does. It does really freaking suck. Okay, so there's some withdrawal here because of this notion, this knowing that, you know, that's over. I know that they're not going to change, even though there's still a part that wishes and hopes that they would. Okay, but we know they're not. We know they're not going to change. All right, so it's kind of like caused this withdrawal, a lot of internal kind of introspection, having to be honest with oneself here. This 3 of Pentacles, this collaboration energy, it's getting clarified with 2 of Pentacles. So this is where it's showing that like back and forth, like teetering a little bit, right? Where we're like, I know that they're not going to change. I know that they're not going to be able to give me what I really, really want. But there's still this part of me that's like, do I really want to have to start all over again? Do I really want to have to go back out there? Do I really want to have to put myself back out there? Do I really want to have to do this? This is the energy that I'm feeling. 9 of Cups here with 7 of Swords. So, and this one is reversed. So it's like, it's almost like there's some questioning, like there's a part of you that is kind of trying to justify, almost like, was it as bad as I thought it really was? Maybe it was more my fault. Maybe this, maybe that, kind of this like justification energy is what I'm feeling. So it's like, maybe if I had been like this or been more healed myself, then they wouldn't have acted this way or wouldn't have done that or wouldn't have treated me this way, etc., etc. So this is where that like kind of going back and forth energy is coming from. Okay. So we had some disappointment here. Again, it's like it's almost like we're like 70% knowing that it's over and it's like, But then there's like this 30% that's still sitting there like, I'm hopeful something, maybe they'll change, maybe they'll pop up and really truly have changed. But again, that other part's like, honey, no, like, you know that they're not going to, you know that they're not what you want. Really, they really truly cannot give you what you really want. But it's like this fear, this kind of lack mindset is what I'm getting, which is so funny. And I didn't even pay attention, but I have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So it's kind of like that same idea, some lack mindset, lack of, like, I'm worried nothing else is going to come. I'm worried that nothing else will ever move forward. So there's like this fear of this. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles, this reverse, this is almost like feeling desperate, honestly. It's like, I need charity. So upright, it's like giving and receiving, like giving charity, like being the one that can sow in, being generous. And this time it's like, I just don't feel like I'm good enough. And this could be some residual energy from that previous low vibrational, yucky situation that we were in. I got 2 here. Let's see what Spirit's wanting. I usually work in 3s. That's just me. Everybody does differently. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles. There's definitely, like, something is coming, okay? But there is this 4 of Pentacles also can mean, like, again, lack mindset, like scarcity mindset. I have to hold on to things. I have to hold on to what I have. because I'm afraid I won't get anything better or nothing better will come. And so part of the healing process and this journey that we're in is to recognize and understand that we live in an infinite universe. We live in an infinite universe. So when we tap into the infinite possibilities, infinite timelines, infinite everything, we have to understand that there's plenty. There's more than enough that's out there that could satisfy our heart's desires. So it's like this false illusion. And 10 of Wands had come out with that. So it's like, this is really heavy. This is a burden. Like it feels heavy. This almost like not feeling good enough. It's funny, I was just starting to shuffle that and I was shown these. So let's clarify this with these ones. I like these, but they're hard to shuffle. I'm not a small person either. I'm 5'8", and so I'm not like a petite flower. So I feel like my hands, they're proportionate, and so they're probably bigger than average. I don't know, but I'm like, I struggle holding on to these. Look at that, prosperity begins again here. So these are telling us kind of what this is about. Why this is, I'm getting the word stagnation, emotional withdrawal, the Six of Pentacles. So it's going to be more like this hermit energy. Like I'm not good enough. Like there's something, I feel like there's something that we're feeling like self-conscious about. Like, nope, I'm not good enough with this. Four of Pentacles getting clarified with the material and spiritual prosperity. But it's reversed. So it's like, again, there's this block because there's this feeling of scarcity when it comes to material and spiritual things. So this is going to definitely be a high vibrational connection, right? I mean, it could be, even if we're not looking at this from like a romance, which is kind of more what I typically target on, this could be just relationships in general. This could be finding a supportive friend, job, you know, like, okay, this is interesting. Rejoice in celebration. This is like equivalent of Three of Cups with this 10 of Wands energy. So we're just like, what? This can seem very weird. Let me dig into this. Let me understand this. So this feeling of like, it's not moving forward. This is actually it's like this belief that we can't have better, it won't be better, I can't do better, there's not someone better out there. It's like this belief is what's blocking this, right? So because we create our reality based on what we believe and what we project out into the reality, right? So that's what's going on with this. It's almost a sense of like, I need charity, I'm not good enough, is what's creating this like emotional withdrawal. This is what's preventing us from kind of energetically putting ourselves out there, okay? The scarcity idea is affecting, and I've talked about this before, that like money is masculine. So if we're struggling with having a healthy relationship with the masculine, and this could be for feminines having a relationship with the masculine, or even masculines having a relationship with the masculine, especially those who are in an underactive archetype, so sheep, possum, and vulture, because that's going to be more wounded feminine energy. So there's this disconnect here that's affecting both like relationships and that expansiveness that can come from the co-creation with another, and also the expansiveness that can come with co-creating with money, right? So there's that, and then this feeling of like being weighed down with the 10 of Wands, like this is a heavy burden. It's almost like, this is funny, what I'm getting is it's almost like Spirit is saying, honey, you need to like put down that burden and like start celebrating that you are moving forward, that you're healing, that you are on the right trajectory, that you recognize that this situation does not serve you, that you've recognized that this isn't going to be that fulfillment that you've been seeking. And it's time to lay this down. It's time to lay this down and celebrate your progress. It's time to lay it down and celebrate kind of where you're going. Look at this. Triumph and success. It's time to celebrate it. It's time to celebrate it. It's like more than anything, it's like this mindset is what's keeping us kind of bogged down. Okay. Tell me more about this. I just saw one pop. Oh, they're all popping. Tell me more about this, Spirit. What does this group need to do? What are you wanting from this group? I'm already getting, like, we want ascension. We want ascension. We want growth. Does anybody have a special connection with sunflowers? I wore my sunflower shirt yesterday, and I've been seeing sunflowers everywhere. Like, even here, this one. She's got the sunflower, Queen of Wands. So, again, yeah, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. Queen of Wands is like that healed witch's wound energy. Okay. Yeah, the Empress. That's that one. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a need for some self-mastery, for some healing here. Okay, this is, it's almost like, clarify this for me, because this is what I'm receiving. It's more, it's like an illusion. You know, and like, it's like psychosomatic when something's more, it's just in the mind versus in the actual reality. And it's just as real, right? Because we can create, we're such powerful creators. So it's just as real. But it's almost like that is what I'm getting. Yeah, the Seven of Cups, this illusions. Oh, there's two. Yeah, look at this. So we're very much trapped in this past energy of this like toxic person. There's this illusion energy with the Seven of Cups. It's like I'm seeing, it's almost like when we've dealt with a narcissist, when we've dealt with someone who is severely unhealed, severely wounded, that projects all that onto us, that creates a lot of stress, anxiety, issues like in our body and our nervous system, like that energy stays there. And this is kind of like what's going on. It's kind of, it's just there. It's like residue is the word I just got. Residue. So the Seven of the Cups with this Queen of Wands energy, with this healed energy, it's like, it's almost like people are thinking, this is interesting, people are thinking that they're still more wounded than they actually are because, oh gosh, I'm getting chills, because the other person kept projecting onto them and telling them that they were the problem, that it was them, that they were too needy, they were like obsessive, they were not enough, they were whatever, when it was actually that person that was creating a lot of the stress, tension, and anxiety. But we're really looking back on that. It's almost like there's definitely some energy of like a trauma bond where it's like we know it was bad, we know it was toxic, we know it wasn't healthy, but again, there's still this vibe of like, but maybe it was my fault. Maybe it really was me. So that's this residue that's still there. That's that energy that's still there. All right, my timer went off. I don't want to keep going because these get long and people can't spend that much time watching. So I need to move over into the extended. On the extended, that's available inside my private group as members of the collective. If you want to be able to hop into the extended reading, you can join through the link in my bio. You'll see it in there, the collective. You can become a member, and then you'll have access to all extended recordings. But I want to look, I really want to look deeper into this. Like, how do we clear out this residue? How do we get this group to really see themselves clearly? I kind of want to find, I'm getting the word signs. So it's like, I want to look for, I don't know, some communication on maybe some signs that'll be coming through. But I feel really strongly that this group needs to move forward. They need to connect with divine people. They need to do that. But there's still this, like, we're holding back. We're holding back because this fear that, like, maybe it really was me. Maybe I really was the problem. It's funny, my attention is coming here to the Seven of Cups, and they have a snake and a dragon, but again, like, those are the two, along with the peacock, that are going to be, like, the most toxic that we're dealing with when it comes to the archetypes. So, yeah, okay. I don't feel like I'm having a clear vision of what the extended is going to be, so probably not selling you on that, but my heart is like sad for this group. So I want to look in and see what kind of solutions, what kind of recommendations that we can do for this, because I feel the need for them to get out there, to put themselves out there, to grow, expand, co-create. But as long as there's like this cloud, it's like what I'm seeing is people almost like enshrouded with this dark mist of like shame and confusion and unworthiness, and it's not theirs. Like, it's not theirs, but it was projected onto them, and as much as they've gotten it off of them, it's still like I said before, like, it's residue, like, it's still in their orbit, it's still in their field. So we need to clear that out. So I want to investigate and ask more about how do we do this, what steps we need to take. So that'll be on the extended. If anyone wants to learn what their witch's moon archetype is, you can take the quiz through the link in my bio, or if you're watching the replay on YouTube, that's going to be in the description, along with the link to catch the extended. And if you need to book a reading or anything like that, it's either in the link in the bio on Instagram or in the description on YouTube. All right, guys, I will see those who want to join me over on the extended. And for everyone else, I'll plan to see you tomorrow. Thanks for hopping on. Bye.